Hello everyone, welcome back to Bear Recaps. Today, I will be talking about a 2016 South Korean action horror film, titled Train to Busan. Be ready for some spoilers ahead. At an office, the mysterious Squid Game recruiter is a fund manager here, called Suk-woo. His superior tells him to pull out their fund because of a recent report, as he is eating junk food for his dinner. Then, he tells his subordinate, Kim, to sell the fund. This makes me think I can be a fund manager too. Before Kim leaves, Suk-woo asks what kids are into these days. After work, his ex-wife calls him, saying their kid, Suan, wants to come to meet her on her own tomorrow, which Suk-woo doesn't even know because he is fully occupied with his work. Suk-woo is annoyed, saying it's dangerous and he doesn't have time tomorrow. Back at home, he enters Suan's room, finding her is on the phone with his mother under the quilt. He knocks on the door and turns the light on. Suan soon hangs up the phone, to which Suk-woo responds it's fine to call her mother. He says he has a lot of work this week, so he won't be able to take her to her mother tomorrow. Suk-woo then hands Suan a gift, saying he doesn't forget her birthday, with a self-satisfied smile. Suan opens the box and looks at the gaming console confusedly. It turns out Suan has received the same one on Children's Day this year. Embarrassed, Suk-woo asks what else she wants for her birthday. Suan says Busan, where her mother resides. The father says he will take her next time, but Suan insists that they go tomorrow, saying he always fails to keep his words. She adds that she can take the train alone, not wasting his time. Overcome by guilt, he decides to take her to Busan the next day. Back in his room, he starts working on his laptop, while his mother aside tells him that Suan was disappointed by his absence at her recital. After his mother leaves, he watches the video of Suan singing the song, Aloha Oe, at school, which makes him smile, but she stopped singing after a few lines, making some classmates laugh at her. Before dawn the next morning, Suk-woo drives to the train station alongside Suan, while he tells her that she should have finished the song, to which Suan doesn't respond. Just then, they are brought to a sudden stop. As they are wondering what happened, they see a tall building is blazing at a distance. They arrive at the station and are boarding the train while Suk-woo receives a call from Kim, notifying him there's a strike at an industrial park. A high school baseball team is also on the train. A cheerleader girl, Jin-hee, sits next to one of the boys, Young-guk, telling him to just say thank you if she says she likes him, causing the team to cheer for him. The boy is shy and covers his face with the cap, pretending he isn't her simp. An old woman, In-gil, peels a boiled egg for his sister, but the sister, Jong-gil, thinks it's unnecessary because they will arrive in an hour. Before the train starts, a girl runs into the car in a hurry. As the train leaves the station, Suan sees a guard being pounced by a man. She tries to tell Suk-woo about it, but he is already sleeping. In a toilet, a severe bite mark can be seen on the girl's shin and she is using a stocking to press her leg in panic. Somewhere else, a businessman, Yeon-suk, reports someone odd has been in the washroom for a while. At the same time, Suan walks toward the toilet as well. A steward opens the door, seeing an unkempt man crouching and mumbling everyone is dead, in fear, which makes them think he's just a homeless crazy guy. The girl's situation deteriorates and falls onto the ground as her body is twitching. Suan walks to another washroom, seeing a man waiting outside. It turns out his pregnant wife is inside, and she seems to have an explosive temper. So Suan again walks to another washroom. A stewardess notices the infected girl and immediately notifies her manager. Suk-woo receives a call from Kim saying the situation is worse than expected and he notices Suan is missing. People begin to notice the national strike news on television. The stewardess is panicking, not knowing what to do, as the girl has transformed into a zombie behind her. When she turned, she is shocked to see the girl is staring at her. Meanwhile, Suan gets into a washroom and locks the door. The girl is biting the stewardess's neck fiercely, while the teenagers don't know what is happening. Soon, the girl jumps onto a boy and the stewardess quickly starts transforming. The manager runs into the car and finds it in complete chaos. Young-guk uses the baseball bat to defend themselves. The manager quickly evacuates the nearby cars and tells the captain a riot broke out in a car. On the other side, Suk-woo is searching for Suan, as a man runs past him. Seeing people gathers in another car, he heads toward it, while Suan is in the opposite toilet. As she goes out, she hears people screaming and rush backward. Suk-woo is still looking for Suan, not knowing the situation. Suddenly, the stewardess runs out and bites the manager on the neck and the manager transformed as well, making Suk-woo realize the seriousness. Then, Suan calls her father from behind. He quickly picks her up and rushes back, while a crowd of zombies is swarming at them behind. Sang-hwa and his wife, Song Kye-young, see a woman is getting attacked and Suk-woo is blocked by the zombie as well. Song Kye-young urges her husband to help the woman, oblivious to the danger. Suk-woo takes the opportunity and runs past them. Sang-hwa manages to throw him in the washroom, temporarily blocking it and buying time for his wife to run. Suk-woo runs into a car, and Yeon-suk tells him to shut the door. People yell at him desperately, so he closes the door despite the couple running at them. At the last moment, he lets them in, before the zombies can attack them. Sang-hwa blocks the door asking how to lock it. But Suk-woo tells him to let go, discovering the zombies are too dumb to open the door. He then adds that they seem to only attack when they see people in their sight. So Song Kye-young pours water on the glass and sticks a newspaper on it, after which the zombies become quiet on the other side. The train broadcasts that they won't stop at the next station. Yeon-suk soon complains to the captain this is nonsense, that they have to stay with zombies on the same train. Suk-woo receives a phone call from his mother. She tells him to take care of Suwon, with a weak and strange voice, and soon hangs up, indicating she has been infected by zombies, leaving Suk-woo in total shock and sorrow. They are passing a station and Suwon is watching the window. People outside are rushing to the train for help, but they soon get attacked by the zombies, revealing it's also dangerous outside. People browse through social media, seeing zombies are everywhere, thanks to the warriors who are still recording even when the zombies are right on their faces. The TV news broadcasts that violent riots have broken out in many major cities, and some districts have been shut down. As people start to move to other cars to stay away from the zombies, Suk-woo finds a seat for Suwon. But she soon offers her seat to In-gil, who gives her a sweet in return happily. Suk-woo takes her away, telling her she doesn't have to be nice in such circumstances. Then, the train broadcasts at Taejun Station will be the last stop, since the military is deployed there. Suk-woo overhears Yeon-suk is talking on the phone, that Taejun is not safe, reminding him he has clients in Taejun. He heads to the empty car, and contacts a client to check if there is a military there, which is confirmed. But, when asked if it is safe, the answer is getting ambiguous. Aware of the complicated situation, Suk-woo promises him a real scoop, and in return, the guy tells him to leave at the east exit instead of the main one. Before he heads back, he notices the homeless guy has been here all the time, but doesn't think much of it. Minutes later, the train arrives at the Taejun station. But to their surprise, they see nobody outside. Nonetheless, people step out of the train cautiously. Yeon-suk runs at another direction looking for the captain, and introduced himself as a COO of a bus company, knowing Taejun has been quarantined, so nobody will be let in. He urges the captain to start the train to Busan, which is still open. But the captain is adamant that they should take the others as well, leaving the Yeon-suk angry and hopeless. As people walk toward the exit, Suk-woo takes Suwon into the restricted area. Suwon stops and asks where they are going, as the homeless guy approaches them from behind, saying he hears Suk-woo's phone call that the others will be quarantined going that way. On hearing that, Suwon wants to return to call other people, which is stopped by Suk-woo. Suwon starts crying, saying it's his selfishness making her mother leave, to which Suk-woo has nothing to say. Then, the homeless guy sees a man walking out at another side and runs up for help, which is followed by Suk-woo to check. On the other side, as they are going down on the escalator, the soldiers outside turn out to be infected as well, causing everyone to run for their life. Sang-hwa lifts his wife over the rail to escape. At the same time, the client calls in saying he has lost contact with his men. Just then, a zombie jumps on the stumbling man. Suk-woo instantly runs back to Suwon. But one of the zombies is charging at her right behind, giving Suk-woo no time to save his daughter. At the very moment, Sang-hwa elbows the zombie in the head, saving her life, and his wife also takes Suwon with her. As Suk-woo is running back, a zombie pounces on him, trapping him on the ground, but he uses a book to fill the zombie's mouth. Sang-hwa and the baseball team block the doors with batons. Just then, the homeless guy runs by and covers the zombie's face with his coat, saving Suk-woo's life. Following that, they hold the door together while Sang-hwa struggles to lock it. Several guys rush to the train hastily, which looks exactly like some teammates I have in video games. Yeon-suk urges the manager to leave while the manager angrily says there are still a lot of people who haven't aboard. Just then, zombies break the glass above and surge down. One of them knocks down the sisters, but the zombie struggles to get on his feet due to the lack of functional brain cells, giving Song Kye-young enough time to save In-gil. Jong-gil is also saved by the manager and Jin-hee, and they close the door before zombies catch up to them. Song Kye-young enters another car, and before she can fully close the door, a hand reaches in and grabs the edge of the door, startling the woman. It turns out it's the homeless man pleading to let him in, which is saved by Song Kye-young. The Yeon-suk again angrily urges the manager to start the train. Jin-hee intervenes saying her friends are still not aboard but is shoved away by the man saying the safety of people on the train is important as well. As a result, the manager tells the captain to depart. On the other side, the others finally manage to lock the door. However, the zombies start hitting the glass with their heads, causing cracks to appear on it, and making the survivors run away. Seconds later, the glasses shatter into pieces, and the zombies pour out. Suk-woo runs desperately and notices the train is leaving. Yongguk's friends run ahead but end up getting attacked by zombies. Suk-woo and Yongguk are able to get on the train, while Sang-hwa runs away, leaving Suk-woo in confuse. He picks up a shield and a baton, yelling watch behind, saving Suk-woo from the charging zombies. He uses the equipment to knock away the zombies and finally gets pulled into the car. Song Kyung takes out her phone wanting to call her husband, which is stopped by the homeless guy seeing zombies are around. Observing the washroom is empty, she lets the others hide in it. But before she closes the door, a zombie sees her and charges at her, causing more zombies to gather outside. On the other car, people use an extinguisher to cover the door. Jin-hee gets in contact with Yongguk, knowing the other teammates didn't make it. Sang-hwa calls his wife, and Suk-woo hears the voice of his daughter, learning they are stuck in the washroom of car 13. Yongguk tells them the others are in car 15 and they are in car 9, but there are zombies between the three groups of people. They prepare themselves, as they decide to rescue their loved ones. They fight with the zombie with a riot shield, a baseball bat, and Sang-hwa's fists, watching each other's back, and managing to break through the first carriage. Entering the next car, the zombies were Yongguk's teammates, which he can't make himself fight with them. Sang-hwa and Suk-woo are soon getting overpowered by the numbers. Just then, the train runs into a tunnel, and all the zombies stop attacking them. Following that, some baseballs fall to the ground and distract the zombies, revealing they have intact hearings, but poor eyesight. Therefore, Suk-woo uses his bat to hit on the luggage rack, which baits the zombies away. The moment they leave the car, it becomes bright again. Before Sang-hwa goes into another car, Suk-woo stops him and takes his phone, and they soon enter another tunnel. Suk-woo throws a phone backward and calls the phone. As a result, the zombies swarm toward another direction, and they are able to pass for free. They get to see the others hiding in the washroom, but then the train runs out of the tunnel, so they have to hide in the opposite side. Using his phone, Suk-woo finds out that there are still 2 tunnels ahead. Yongguk texts Jin-hee that they are coming toward them, at which she is overjoyed. She delightedly shares the news with the manager, which is heard by Yeon-suk. He furiously asks how she knows they are not infected, and they shouldn't take the risk of everyone else's safety. As the train enters a tunnel, they get out of the washrooms. They climb on the luggage racks to avoid the zombies, and Suk-woo tossed a bag backward, distracting the zombies away and giving them space to get off the shelf. The homeless guy slips over the seat accidentally, which luckily doesn't attract the zombies. Suk-woo goes to help him up, but the train gets out of the tunnel at that moment. He quickly pushes the homeless guy aside, but the noise catches a zombie's attention. Seeing nothing in sight, it walks away. Suk-woo decides to run back on counting down to 3. At the last second, the homeless guy steps on an empty soda can, alerting the zombies and leaving them no choice but to run for their life. As they run into the next car, one of the zombies is stuck on the door, making Sang-hwa have to hold the door for the others. However, people on the other side don't open the door for them. It turns out they use clothes to tie the door up. Jin-hee is being controlled and the Yeon-suk stamps on her ringing phone. Sang-hwa tells Yongguk to smash the window with his bat, but the glass quality is pretty impressive. In the meantime, trying to hold the door, Sang-hwa's hand suddenly gets bitten by a zombie. Moments later, Yongguk finally cracks the door and rushes forward, but Yeon-suk shuts the door, trapping Yongguk's arm, and more men join helping Yeon-suk. Jong-gil notices her sister is also there and walks up, but gets pushed away. On the other side, cracks start to appear on the glass. Sang-hwa says he can't hold too long before transforming and asks Suk-woo to take his wife away. He will hold the zombies off. Suk-woo drags his broken-hearted wife away and the glass soon shatters, leaving Sang-hwa to hold the enemies alone. With Suk-woo's help, they manage to open the door, entering the carriage. Sang-hwa soon gets overwhelmed and the zombies swarm up, devouring him. But the granny gives up, standing still and leaving her sister in utter shock. A furious Suk-woo punches Yeon-suk in the face and asks why he doesn't open the door, which could have saved people's lives. However, the sly Yeon-suk soon runs away, lying to everyone that his eyes are different. So he must be infected, causing the others to panic, which Suk-woo totally didn't expect. Yeon-suk manages to incite the manager and the crowd to isolate them, demanding to quarantine them in the vestibule. They have no choice but to leave the carriage, and Jin-hee decides to leave with Yongguk. People start to tie the door with clothes, locking them again. As they are busy with it, Jong-gil, shaken by the passenger's selfishness and her sister's death, opens the door, letting the zombies into the car, killing the survivors inside. Suan tells Sukwu she was scared to lose him, and she practiced the song Aloha Oe just for him, which is why she didn't finish it. Not long later, the captain brings the train to a sudden halt due to the blocked rail. He broadcasts that he needs to find another train and will pull it on the far left track. Meanwhile, the manager and Yeon-suk turn out to survive by hiding in the toilet. After that, the captain leaves to seek another train. He enters the train next to him and runs out before the zombies catch up, and the survivors step out of the train as well. Inside the train, the Yeon-suk peeks at the door and sees the zombies. But he lies, saying it is safe outside. As the manager is trying to see by himself, he gets pushed out to the zombies, giving the Yeon-suk a chance to escape. Sukwu is trying to find an empty car so they can cross the track. The captain manages to find a locomotive, but he sees a train in fire is running into the station. As Yong-guk finds an empty car ahead, Sukwu notices the ground is trembling. Before the survivors can react to it, the train crashes into the one next to them. After that, Yong-guk and Jin-hee are safe and see the leaning train, thinking the others die from it. They get into an empty car but can't open the door, so Yong-guk gets the emergency hammer and tries to break the window. Then, Yeon-suk comes out from the other train and shoves the girl to a chasing zombie. Yong-guk kicks out the zombie, and his heart broke seeing the girl is transforming. Yeon-suk breaks the window and gets away, while Yong-guk is getting bitten by the girl. Sukwu is awakened by her daughter's cries from the coma, seeing they are trapped between two trains. Captain sees Yeon-suk is chased by zombies, telling him to run faster, but the man suddenly stumbles over the rail, struggling to get up. The captain comes out to help him but ends up being shoved to the chasing zombie, and Yeon-suk runs toward the train. The leaning train is collapsing at the survivors, but Sukwu discovers a gap under, and climbs out. As he tries to get Suan, the train collapses again, making a heavy part blocking the gap. On the other side, the glass can't hold the weight, making the zombies fall out, startling the three. At that moment, the homeless man steps forward, holding the zombies back for the pregnant woman and the girl. At the same time, Sukwu moves the obstacle, and manages to get out Suan and Song Kayong before the train completely falls down. But the zombies from the train also come out and chase them. They run desperately to catch up to the train. But some zombies manage to seize the back of the train, leading to more zombies grabbing at each other dragging the train. With more zombies coming up, sparks appear between the wheels and rail. Fortunately, the train soon speeds up and the zombies can't hold on to it anymore. Sukwu walks toward the train cab, only to find an infected Yeon-suk sitting there. Yeon-suk says he is scared, please take him home to his mother, to which Sukwu replies that he's infected. He looks at his hands, refusing to believe so. But as he lost the few remaining brain cells, he starts to run at them. Sukwu is pushed down on the platform, struggling to grab the rail and keep the zombie away. Song Kayong distracts the zombie, but as Sukwu tries to pull it back, his palm got bitten. He then chains himself and jumps down the platform, managing to get rid of Yeon-suk. He takes Song Kayong and Suan to the cab, telling them to pull the brake when it is safe. Suan cries hysterically, begging him not to leave, and grabbing his sleeve blaming herself. Sukwu takes off her hands and runs out of the cab, bursting into tears, as Song Kayong holds Suan from running out. As his eyes are turning blurry, a big smile appears on his face, reminiscing the time when he holds baby Suan in his arm. Following that, he falls into the track from the train, protecting his daughter and Song Kayong. They arrive at the outside of a blocked tunnel and walk into it. At the other end, two soldiers notice them and report to their superior. After they say they are not able to distinguish them, they are told to kill them. As the soldier aims at the woman's head and is going to pull the trigger, the soldier soon informs the team to bring back the survivors. The end. What do you guys think of this movie? Leave a like and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.